Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the ESL ONE at New York Super Week tournament. Something like that. Quick side note before we get into this. I found the cat. He's in the other room sleeping, so everything's fine. I'll tell you about it in the Baumi place tomorrow. But as I mentioned, I wanted to do a second video for today, and well, I still have some homework to do as well. So my plan right now is I'll record this game, and then I'll upload this game, and then I'll do some homework while uploading, and then I'll go record some more. Seems like a plan, doesn't it? Anyway, before we get into the game, though, I want to bitch a little bit about Reborn. This is the new interface for the replays. As you might be able to tell, there's no way to take a look at the statistics of the end of the game. So I literally, like, the way I can look for good and interesting games now is I have to download each replay, watch, like click on watch for each replay, load it up, go into it, load into the game, and just skip to the end or something, and then see if I think it's interesting. Yeah, it's awful. It's horrible. It's something that I can't believe they did. But you know, it looks pretty, and we all know that's what Reborn is all about, right? So yeah, anyway, we're gonna be watching a game between VG or VG or VG Potential, which I have. It seems to be something new. VG Potential. I'm actually not quite educated on that, I gotta admit. I have not heard of that team before. I obviously know VG Gaming, but this seems to be something different. I assume it's something from the same sponsor, right? Like probably just VG Gaming, a second team, so VG Gaming Potential. Maybe it's like a youth squad or something like that. It will kind of make sense with the name Potential. I don't know. Reserve time. Going up against EHOME, which EHOME is like the old school Dota Chinese powerhouse. Not so much these days anymore, but they did win against Secret at the International, so that's pretty good. Oh man, I still can't believe that happened. That was just hilarious. But yeah, anyway, I think we can go ahead and speed this up a little. There's no need to wait all day to get these picks done. So, as per bans, we have nothing crazy. We will never see anything crazy in this patch. It's just not how it works. But we do have a Lena, Bounty, and the Dogs, an anti-mage band. Anti-mage band may be a little unusual, but, you know, not too unusual. I mean, anti-mage is a very good hero. On the other side, we have Lashrock, Tusk, and the Ancient Apparition and Dragon Knight band. Ancient Apparition and Dragon Knight are a bit iffy. I don't know. I suppose the Ancient Apparition is banned because he works very well against Winter Wyvern. Like, that's just some insane counter there. And then we have Dragon Knight just because he's really solid. Like, that's an all-around good hero, especially considering the two heavy magic damage burst mid heroes have been taken out of the game with Lashrock and Lena. So Dragon Knight might actually be able to just flourish in the mid lane if you pick him up. So that might be why. But yeah, in terms of picks, we got Disruptor and TA coming out on top of the Clockwork and Gyrocopter. On the other side with Spirit Breaker, Winter Wyvern, Queen of Pain, and Usheke. Last pick coming out, last ban, we got the Visage and the Phantom Lancer. Huskar for eHome. I actually didn't know this. Well, fuck me, that's actually really cool. I'm gonna see the last pick, Dazzle, from VG Gaming Potential. So Huskar, now this is a hero that has actually been on the rise, and this is fascinating. So Huskar is cool, I would say. I think Huskar is a really cool hero. He is tricky though, right? I think that he kind of suffers from the same problem that Bloodseeker does, as in nobody really knows what items to buy on him. I mean, there's like Armlet, which is really good, and Blade Mail kind of makes sense, and Solar Crest is kind of great, but at the same time, it's just not that easy, right? Like, you might say, well, you know, like, those all sound like great items. Yes, they do, but it's still not that easy. Oh, wait, why does it do that? That's not how I want it. Allow me to go ahead and go into my options, which have apparently been reset. Options, camera. Smooth drag camera and spectating. Thank you. That's what I want. Ah, look at that. This is what I need. Isn't it wonderful? So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna see the crop of pain going into the bottom lane, protected by the Winter Wyvern. Huskar taking the mid. That's surprising. And look at that regen. Holy hell, that's 7 tangles. Okay. He is gonna be able to sustain himself quite well. Then we got the Earthshaker kind of rotating around a bunch, and the Spirit Breaker up at the top. Now on the other side, everybody's bottom right now. They are looking for a kill. Do they have the vision they need? Yes, they see old chicken, but at the same time, that is an old chicken. It's gonna fly away, so they can't really initiate on it, right? Do you know what kind of animal gets old? That's right, the kind of animal that knows how to survive and doesn't just get caught by shenanigans like this. This is an old chicken. This is not a young chicken. This is an old chicken. You don't mess with old animals. You don't, actually. That's... like, seriously. You don't mess with old animals. Bad idea. Bad idea. Anyway. So, Lin is actually taking a lot of damage here. He should be fine. I'm a little surprised that he skilled the meld right away. He used it to dodge the dagger, which is really cool, right? That's a great play. At the same time, he's going to suffer a bit in the laning stage. He's not going to have Psyblades until level 2. And honestly, there's not much he can do against the Huskar. And this might actually be the big reason why they picked the hero. And they not only like picked him for that, but they're also like really using it. They are putting him into the mid lane. Huskar does pretty well against TA. You know, you might think that, oh well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, Huskar really doesn't deal that well with physical damage, and TA has a lot of it. Yes, but Huskar doesn't care. He just kills you. Like, that's really the thing, right? The Burning Spear just burns through refraction like it's nothing, and really, all you do as a Huskar against the TA in the mid is you man-fight it. You just say, fuck it, let's do it, right? And most of the time, you're actually gonna win that. And that is kind of a problem, right? You don't really want that. Meantime, at the bottom, seems we finally got lanes settled in. So we got Clockwork going up against Old Chicken on Lam. Actually, that's 2 birds. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, the Winter Wyvern and the Queen of Pain. Meantime, in the mid... oh, actually, we got Earthshaker going in on the Dazzle. He's gonna drop. That's the first blood. CTY takes it with the Huskar. The burn is just too powerful. Now, let's actually talk about the burn, because the burn is ridiculous. After we take a look at the top... okay, everything's fine. Burn is ridiculous. Right now, the Burning Spear adds 80 damage each hit. 80 damage on each hit. Now you might say, but that's a dot, right? You can't get healed. It's not as good because you regenerate HP in the meantime. And yes, all of that is true, but very little of it matters in the landing stage. You just don't have anybody around to heal you, right? You don't have a mecha yet. You don't have a BKB ready. You don't have lifesteal. You don't have any of that. Best case scenario, you have a bottle, which he does, but it's not really all that big of a deal. Look at that. Refraction just burned through like that. It did not even matter a tiny little bit. We got 11 kind of getting charged up here. Glimpse back. Gyrocopter is gonna use the Rocket Barrage to burst him down. And yeah, pretty easy pick off. It's gonna happen. It's really that simple. I mean, you don't want it to, of course, but if you are in the offlane, you're probably gonna die once or twice, right? That's just gonna happen, so. A little unfortunate for the Barafoon, but I am certain he's okay with it, right? It's just like, whatever. We're somehow winning the mid lane, right? Like, our Huskar is actually tearing this TA apart. Does he have detection? No, no. So they're not getting her. They're just not. And, yeah, everybody is aware of that, so the charge already stopped. Actually, 11 is gonna go back, it seems. That wasn't amazing. That didn't work out at all. Oh well. We got Earthshaker Kaka setting up here. He does have some sentries though. He's actually gonna run into Lin, but not much that's gonna come from it. So, as of right now, this lane is actually being won quite handily by the Huskar. So, it seems that counterpick is really working out for them, right? Like, Huskar, you just kind of like slap him into the mid lane, and destroy the TA. And now, let's be honest. Right, there's a reason why we don't see more Huskar. Wait, what happened here? Why didn't he get pushed back? Wait, that was interesting. And I like how he also didn't move. I imagine if he had moved, he probably would have gotten pushed back. Well, that's weird. Oh, look at all these casters. Ah, Toby. Toby. Toby, cast with me, man. I'm the best at this. I am. Like a 10 out of 10. By the way, Huskar, Burning Spear. Now these are 120 damage. 120 damage! That is 200% of his regular right-click damage. I'm just saying that this ability is insane. Okay? That's all. It's crazy. But no, as I was saying, like there's a reason why we don't see too much Huskar. The biggest problem this hero really has is a lack of versatility. While he deals a lot of damage and he can be pretty difficult to kill, what Huskar does is he runs in and he fights you. And if you have a way of dealing with that, then Huskar won't do anything, because that's the only thing he's good at. So, that's kind of awkward, right? At the same time, he's just gonna go on the TA, and oh, the 2 misses! I don't think it's gonna matter. No, Lyn is dead. Lyn is very dead. And, well, Huskar is gonna start eating some trees again. So I wonder actually what he's gonna go for in terms of items here. He has a few choices, as I already mentioned. I'm really not sure actually what it's gonna be. I imagine an urn. Because he went for the double gauntlets. I mean, that kind of builds into that, but might also have just been casual double gauntlets, right? I wouldn't mind an urn though. Shaker, glimpse back. Man, that's such a powerful combo. It's actually a little silly. Just the rocket barrage and the glimpse back. You immediately tear everybody apart. Right, if you're isolated, you just die. Talking about ridiculous damage. This deals, what, 180 damage per second, so 540. I mean, god damn it, you can't, like, that's just too much. You can't handle that. How are you supposed to deal with that? Now, the TA seems to have just given up on the mid lane. And that might actually be the smart call. Right? You know what? I'm not winning here. I'm not. And you know what? It's gonna continue on like this. I'll continue not winning. Right? This lane is gonna stay awful for me. And every second I spend there is a second I'm not getting any money. The best I can hope to do is... I don't know, annoy the Huskar a little, but let me be honest, I can't even interrupt his farm. He's gonna free farm no matter if I am or if I am not in the lane. So, let me just say, screw this. I'll go do something else. So she's working the jungle now, right? Like she's just sitting there, should be stacking. But, you know, just using the insane farming capabilities from the Psy Blades to make sure that she actually does fine. And, you know what, that might actually be a smart call, right? Meantime, 11, kind of like charging in on that Clockwork. The Barrow-Foom really hasn't done all that much. So far, he has helped with 1 kill. And a funny side note, he actually has as many last hits as he has kills. But overall, it just isn't getting a whole lot done. Wow, look at that. Look at that 7-minute armlet. And, oh, Huskar TP stop. He's coming in, he's ready to do this. Oh, he jumps, does he? No. Now, what happens if you get the... If the glimpses him back, but he's still in the jump? Does the jump get cancelled or does it continue? Because usually Huskar's jump is uncancelable. No, I don't know. Actually, no, you can't stun him out of it. So imagine it would stop. Yeah, I imagine it would stop. You can't actually... Yeah, but the point being it doesn't disjoint. Right, so you can jump somebody and they blink away and you just kind of keep jumping them. Which is actually a viable strategy, I guess. Here's like Anti-Mage and Queen of Pain, right? Like you kind of run in, bait the blink, and then like click and hope to like jump them as they blink. So you follow them and then they don't have a blink. Oh, he goes in on a Clockwork! And this is another thing that a Huskar brings to the table, right? He doesn't really have to worry about the Clockworks, you know, zoning capabilities, because he's just like, fuck it, I'm Huskar, let's do this, right? He jumps in, he doesn't care, he's not afraid. Now, one thing I'm actually kind of interested in is his skill build. He's not maxing out the Burning Spear, no. Oh, Kake, poor little fella. Gonna get blown up right here. But he's not maxing out the Burning Spear. Now, he finally did, right? So, as I was actually about to mention is, you know, it's probably not gonna last very long just because he is about to hit level 9, but I still think it's a little odd that he would actually get the 3rd point into Berserker's Blood instead of going for the Burning Spear. I don't know, I think Huskar is a hero where the item build, where the skill build is not actually that obvious. Right? Now, this game, sure, get the magic resistance, right? Makes a lot of sense, they have a lot of magic damage, especially early on. And, you should be fine. Honestly, right now, it almost seems like Huskar is unkillable. Right? He's so strong. But Inner Vitality is a very good ability. I would argue it's Huskar's best ability. So, I personally like having it a bit more early on, right? Or at least I like having 2 levels. But you know what? Sure, CTY knows what he's doing. We got another smoke coming out. They are rotating into the bottom. It seems they're either looking to catch some... I'm sorry. I'm so tired right now. It seems they're either looking to catch somebody or do Roshan a parody. So this is not something I expected. Okay. Now, of course, you can't just toggle the armlet and then get bashed and die. Well, that didn't work. Oh, that wasn't great. Now, let's be honest, that was an unfortunate moment to get bashed at, but you did, and you're dead now. So it seems that was actually the plan, to go kill Roshan. So, the thing is, honestly, once you have an armlet, and you don't get bashed like that, anybody can do Roshan, right? Because it doesn't deal 475 damage in a hit. And his attacks are very predictable. They aren't that quickly. So, they aren't that quick, so you can just, you know, toggle in between hits and you're gonna be fine. I feel like he mistoggled that a little. Got a bit lazy. I wouldn't say greedy, but lazy. Nonetheless, he's dead now. And, kind of awkward like that. But yeah, this is, again, right, like what I talked about earlier. Huskar has the problem of only knowing one direction. Right, like, all he knows how to do is forward. Like, go hit people, punch them. If you take a look at what VG Polar is... not Polar, what are they? VG.P, whatever. What VG is doing here is they're actually kind of not fighting. Right, they're saying, oh, you got somebody who's very good at fighting? Great. Have fun with that. We will just not fight. We don't care. It's not a big deal, man. You go fight, man. You do that. Right? We'll just chill on the back. You're fine with that. At the same time, TA is still in a horrible position. I mean, if we go ahead and take a look at Netflix. She's actually kind of catching up a little, but she's still behind. And by, I would say, a significant amount, right? Like, it's only 12 minutes into the game. 500 gold is actually a lot. So... yeah, she's trying her best to catch up, but it's gonna be difficult. And the thing is always, right, like, TA is really the kind of hero that wants to be ahead. Oh, gets stunned out. Can they do it? I don't know, they don't have detection. Yeah, without detection it's not happening. He's gonna charge. Now the thing is, the charge pushes the TA, which reveals her. And they're gonna get her. Okay, down she goes. Now... they are caught out in that static storm. That doesn't really do anything to Huskar though. So he's gonna end up being fine. Yang comes in. Ah, Dazzle. Dazzle takes the kill on the Huskar. With the physical damage output from the Shadow Wave, of course. Now that's something... so this is something about the Huskar pick this game. By the way, I know I'm talking a lot about Huskar, but I think he's very interesting. But there's something about the Huskar pick this game that's actually a little awkward, right? TA, 100% physical. Dazzle, 100% physical. Gyrocopter, quite a bit of physical damage output, I'd say. right? Like, he's gonna hit people. He's gonna actually, you know, get some damage done. Because he builds right-click. That's what he does. He doesn't build Aghanim's Refresher. No. He builds, oh hey, I'll hit you a bunch, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Gonna be a bit tricky, right? But currently both teams are just kind of content with farming up. The Queen of Pain working on Orchid, I would assume. I'm guessing she doesn't have this. Why doesn't she have the second part yet? She doesn't have any money. That's actually kind of surprising. I would imagine that the Queen of Pain at this point would have a little more. Not a lot, right? But just a little. Just a little. But it seems to be enough. I mean, she's still the second most farmed hero in the game. Huskar. Ghost Scepter. Now that's interesting. Okay, so Ghost Scepter used to be the shit on Huskar, right? You used to be able to use orb attacks out, like, out of the Ghost Scepter, because it counts as a spell if you orb walk it. Now, what is orb walking? It's pretty simple. You, instead of right-clicking the Burning Spear, right, you just manually cast it on people. Now, you used to be able to actually get a lot of value out of Huskar if you got yourself a Ghost Scepter and then just did that orb walking, right, and attacked out of the Ghost Scepter. So, because Huskar has incredible magic resistance, he didn't really take any damage from that source, and because of Ghost Scepter, you could deal physical damage to him. He actually kind of turned into an invincible god for like 4 seconds. And you got a lot of damage done too, just because Huskar actually deals a lot of damage. It was definitely an interesting build, but they nerfed it, and you can't use orbs while ethereal now. Still counts as an attack in that regard. Somehow, I don't know. Just Dota inconsistencies, I suppose. Now, the Ghost Scepter could mean 2 things. It could mean casual Ghost Scepter. Could also mean that he's going for the Ethereal Blade and he's gonna blast people and then hit them with the ultimate. You can actually get a lot of damage done that way, especially if you get an Aghanims. But honestly, it seems like if you want to go for an Ethereal Blade for the damage output, that you would want to get the Aghanims first, right? Because Aghanims actually adds quite a bit more damage, I think. I don't know, it's an interesting item choice. Out of that, TA slowly working on her Yasha. We got Gyrocopter who finally picked up his Helm of the Dominator. Not much else. It's actually kind of a low eco game. It seems like both teams are not really getting any crazy amounts of farm, but that's actually not too surprising, right? Because like, as long as you shut down the TA, honestly, there's nobody is like insanely good at farming. Now, Queen of Pain is good at it. Gyrocopter is good at it. Right? I'm not saying that those heroes can't farm, but they're not an anti-mage, right? They're just not. No, actually, I guess Queen of Pain could be. So I don't know. We'll see. Right now, both teams are mostly chilling. Oh, I take that one back. Got a smoke coming out. Oh, and the reverse smoke. They're gonna run into each other. Clockwork. Hook shots just on the Huskar, but that's not the target you want. The big silence comes out, and Clockwork is still fine. He's shadow graved up. And oh, the heal. Huskar is still tanking, but gets blown up by TA. Or Jicken, also taken down. Larafum buys back, charges back in. He's definitely looking for another kill, but I don't know if he's actually gonna get it. He might actually... He might be the one to fall here. Gyrocopter is still fine. He's gonna have to retreat though. Oh, I think that's it. TP back. One attack is gonna do it. No! He's dead! Oh man, 11. 11. Could have had that one. Seems like they could have had that one. So that last fight was pretty good for Dire. Huskar now building nicely. I honestly don't know what the Ghost Scepter is about. I think that's weird. I don't know. Maybe he still thinks you can orb walk. I mean, you really should know that that doesn't work anymore. So I have no idea what this is about. Because you can't attack while it's active, right? And as a Huskar, that's the one thing you want to do, attack. So it seems a little odd. If he wanted physical protection, I personally would have just built some armor. Assault is very good for that hero. Like, really, really good. So, I don't see a problem with that. Right now, he's sitting on some money, though. He could actually, like, just buy whatever... What? Sage now? I'm so confused. This doesn't make any sense. He's just randomly picking up items. They're like in no correlation to each other. He's not building items. He's just like buying them and then hoping that they somehow combine into something. A very Warcraft-free style strategy, I would say. Got the Orchid done on the Queen of Pain. Man, both teams are just chilling right now. I totally get why VG Polar is doing it. Ah, it's not Polar. Popular. What was it? Damn it. VG.P. I don't know. Oh. Okay, I accept it. So be it, man. So be it. Okay, he can afford a Sage now if that's what he's going for. Yes. So, is that gonna be a Heaven's Harbour? I mean, that would make kind of sense, right? Oh, another smoke. Oh wow, that's a big courier kill. 1,000 cargo. What was on there? That was the Sage. That was the Sage right there. Anyway, smoke's still coming though. So, the thing is that the gyrocopter is getting dangerously close to a BKB. Or does he have it already? No, he has it. So, with the BKB, he kind of becomes unkillable, honestly. Most of eHome's damage is magic. If you just think about it, right? Like Earthshaker, magic. Actually, well, I guess... wait, doesn't the ultimate pierce magic immunity? Okay. I thought it was, but I guess that's changed. But yeah, everything else is just magic damage, right? Like Quap of Pain. Ultimate is a lot of pure, but everything else is magic. I mean, survive. Like he deals damage. Oh! Ooh, Barathon. Murdered. Taken apart. Huskar? Lots of magic, honestly. Yeah, and he's gonna be called out here. Sitting in the back, just tanking it up, but that's not enough. And got a Russia. Russia's tough, but the die is tougher skill. Man. God, I'm actually almost falling asleep here. I'm gonna have to go to bed early today. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I'll still record a game for you guys though, and you know, I still got homework to do, but if I'm saying early, I mean at like 10 or something. That's still a few hours off, so God, I haven't been this tired in a while. But it seems we are finally going to see a little bit of pushing at the very least. Yeah. Most of the Dia is currently sitting at the bottom. Lin also finishing up a BKB, so that's pretty important, right? Again, there's a lot of magic damage on the EHOME side. Powerful is also mostly magic, actually. Greater Bash, that's magic damage. Never Strike is magic. Charge of Darkness is magic. So, you know, BKB is gonna block a lot here, and I think those are some very wise pickups. Now another smoke, this time from EHOME. And they just have old chicken sitting in the middle, kind of baiting. Trying to push up a little, but I don't know, these smokes for EHOME really haven't been working out. They just can't seem to get anything done with them. Finally got the Sage finished up on the Husker. I wonder what he's gonna use that for, right? I mean, there's really only two choices, there's Heaven's Halberd and Sage Inuyasha. I gotta admit, I wouldn't mind either. I think both is fine. I think with Heaven's Halberd is you only get the active on non-magic immune targets. So, actually gonna make the BKBs even a little bit more effective, but at the same time, it's nice for the evasion, honestly. Like, Husker really works well with evasion, because it's like kind of armor, right? Not really armor, but like kind of armor. Oh, we got a charge, and we got a cancel, then we got a death power. Ah, man. This game is actually pretty action-packed early on, but right now, it seems like both sides are just afraid, right? They're trying to farm out, they're trying to get some money. And I can respect that, but at the same time, I mean, come on, stop doing things. Well, you know, the Radiant really should wait, because that Aegis is still on the Gyrocopter. That's not for long, though. It's not even 2 minutes at this point, so just wait out those 2 minutes before you do anything, really. It seems to me, though, like the Radiant would lose this late game. Right, just because Gyrocopter is really good and TA is okay late game. Right, like TA isn't amazing, but she's okay. And then we have like Disruptor, who is amazing, and Dazzle. Dazzle is such an amazing late game support. It's actually crazy. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. If I had to guess, though, I would say it's VG.P. So it seems like the Radiant would be a bit under pressure to actually start making things happen. But so far, it does not appear that Huskar cares, and the Huskar does not care. So does the rest of the team not care? And we're not really gonna get anything done. Oh, there we go. We got something. I don't even know what I was talking. Oh man, shit! I'm literally falling asleep. The worst. I'm so sorry. I need to stop paying attention to the game again, or at least try to. Like I'm trying really hard. Oh man. Oh, we got the Heaven's Halberd, so that's nice, right? That's gonna allow you to disable the TA or the Gyrocopter. At least for a little bit. Now something that's actually kind of funny is a diffusal for the TA. So what is that for? Can you purge off the Winters? What is that? The prison healing thing? What is it called actually? Cold Embrace. Yeah, can you purge that? Because if you can purge that, that's actually kind of neat. Alright, but I don't see what else you would get it for. No, it's not generally picked up just casually as a stats item, so it seems a little weird to me. Maybe for herself, so she can purge off herself? Maybe she just wanted like cheap stats and like, you know, a little bit of damage and utility from an item. Oh, Clockwork finds the Shaker. Ah, boost it down immediately. CTY on the run. And we got 11 kind of like keeping the TA away, right? Positioning herself between TA and himself, sorry. Positioning himself between TA and the Huskar, which is nice, right? Like, that's really cool. I like seeing tiny plays like that, where it's just like, oh hey, you have the awareness that not only will they not kill you, but you can also make sure they don't kill your teammate. Huh. You know what? You got a lot of value out of that play. It was pretty neat. Though right now the Baumi is just pushing bottom. And well, there's still nothing happening. God damn it. This actually looked like it was going to be like a pretty action-packed game, but I suppose right now it's just farming. Got BKB down on old chicken there. And it seems like they're going to collapse on the Huskar. He will take a lot of damage, and I mean, a minus armor is kind of a big deal, but he's just fighting back. Goes in on Gyro. He's still alive, and Queen of Pain comes in from the back. Dogfights, goes down. That's a 1-for-1, but of course that's heavily in favor of VG.P. Oh, Kake, kind of locking down a TA a little bit, but it's not going to be turned around on. Late on that Winter's Curse. In the meantime, we got the Barathrum charging in, takes on the Gyrocopter, is now invisible. But dusted up and taken on by the TA. Again, triple kill. So TA is really happy with that fight. All of a sudden she has the highest net worth in the game. For no good reason. And that's actually something I think is pretty important. Right, like Huskar doesn't really have a farming mechanism, so... He had a great start and he led the lobby for a while, but now all of these heroes that are just better at farming are actually like ahead of him. Right, and that's another problem with the hero. It's just like, no, you're doing great. You are doing great. It's just that you can't have as much money as everybody else. So all of a sudden you aren't doing great anymore. Kind of a bit silly like that. But I guess that's the risk you take when you pick Huskar. Right, you gotta know that he's gonna kind of fall off if you don't give him a lot of resources and really try to make him work. And it seems like right now EHOME doesn't really play the Huskar as much. Like, they aren't using him. They are just, you know, they just got a Huskar on their team for some reason. Barathrum charging top. He got himself a Hand of Midas, which is interesting. So he's expecting this game to take quite a while longer. I mean, if you do manage to use it a few times, you will definitely catch up. It's a very good item for that. But generally speaking, the problem with a 30-minute Hand of Midas is that you just won't get that much value out of it before the game ends. Whether that be a win or a lose, right? Though nobody cares about the wins, people only care about the losses.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
I got an MKB almost on Gyro. Yeah, right now it's just, there's not much to talk about. The Mental Star on the TA. I like that item, I think that's cool. She's going for kind of like a mana burn build or something weird like that. I suppose that's fine. You can... No, the thing is, Huskar doesn't actually have that much mana, so if you manage to burn through his, you might be able to stop the inner vitality from happening, which is a big deal, but I don't know, man. It seems like it's stretching it a little. Oh, they find CTY again. Oh, he's just sitting there tanking it up. In the meantime, nice charge on 3 heroes. They're gonna lose the Disruptor. Winter's Curse does nothing more than lock down the Gyrocopter for a bit. Queen of Pain currently carrying hard. Huskar comes back in, takes another kill. It's 3 down so far. And he's still alive. Like, that's the strength of Huskar, really. Just that insane survivability. But I don't know if EHOME actually should continue with this. They're gonna take the TA and they're actually looking for the Clockwork as well. Wow. And that escalated quickly. Not entirely sure like, why all of a sudden EHOME is winning those fights. Who's actually ahead in this game? Yeah, it's really even. That's what it felt like. It felt like there was just kind of a stalemate going on. But now Queen of Pain is ahead on farm. She got herself a Shiva Scarred. So, I'm gonna make her reasonably tanky, right? And, I mean, Shiva is just such a good item to have. There's no question about that. Blink Daggers down on the Winter Wyvern. Always like that item a lot. I think it's very good. You know, you just go in and you make sure that all of your spells work properly. Because that's always a thing to keep in mind, right? Like, well, yeah, okay, I guess I could have just, you know, gone for something that gives me damage or whatever. But I can also blink in and just freeze people. Which seems like a pretty decent idea. Yeah, it's just about positioning. He does have very long range abilities, right? But sometimes you just gotta make sure that you're actually in range. Blink Dagger is really one of those items where you can't go wrong on almost any hero. I wouldn't even mind it on Huskar. I think it's actually really good on Huskar. Oh no. Or chicken up on the cliff. He's actually fine for now. Oh, but same can't be said for the Winter Wyvern. Meantime, Earthshaker. Oh, wait. Taken down by the Clockwork. Winter Wyvern, however, escapes. It's kind of wrong on that prediction. And Clockwork pushed down the cliff. CTY looking for a jump. He's not going to get it, but Clockwork goes down to the Queen of Pain. Scream. And, well, we got Roshan falling. Really close to death. Taken down, and then our Adjust for the Gyrocopter.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill. The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
MKB is now done here.
Dire's top tower's gone.
God damn it, can you people just start doing things? I'll just skip ahead. And still nothing happened. Oh hey, they got a kill. Okay, there's Disruptor. They didn't even go for the Disruptor. Okay, take it down. Close the Dazzle. That's actually two pretty big kills. I mean, taking the supports out of the game. If you were gonna push, I feel like right now wouldn't be a bad time for it. Another Hammond Salber. I'm surprised to not see the TA go for Daedalus. Not Daedalus, what am I saying? Desolator, but actually Daedalus is good too. I mean, Desolator Blink BKB is such a common item build on that hero, right? Like, it's almost just, you expect it. That's what you buy on TA. But this TA disagrees, she doesn't need that. Can you imagine what Plague is like once he actually loses the game? Yeah. Just like, another pro. Invisibility. And well, more farming. And so the farming continued. Some say they still farm to this very day. Well, CTY is actually kind of caught here in an awkward spot. It's going to be the first time I actually get some use out of the Ghost Scepter, and presumably also the last time. Especially since the TA can just purge it off. Man, I don't know about that item. I'm really not sure if I like it. It seems a little A little bad, honestly.
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good.
No.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
I'm just slowly breaking down the base. Oh, there we go. Barroom coming in from the back. The back. Big sonic wave hits too. Lane taking a lot of damage, and he's gonna be taken down before he gets anything done. Good, yeah. Caught out as well. He goes for 11, but he's not gonna get it. The cold embrace is too much. The heal is just so high, and that's gonna be another kill. Almost a team wipe so far. Old Chicken is still around though. And he wants a little bit more. Gyrocopter slowed down. Be dead. Oh well. That's almost a team wipe. I mean, I guess they technically speaking got 5 kills because they did take the edges as well. So that's actually a huge fight, holy shit. That should be a significant gold swing as well. Yeah, EHOME is now really starting to push ahead, it seems. And this is where the Huskar needs to shine, right? Like he has done pretty well on the laning stage, but ever since then he hasn't accomplished much of anything. But right now they can. Right now they can just say, okay, you know what, we're stronger. Right, let's fight it out. Let's just go at it. One-on-one, me and you. And all of your team. And all of my team. But one-on-one, just me and you. It's a little odd. It's a little odd, certainly. Man. I don't actually know how long this game is. Yeah, as I mentioned, the new Reborn interface is a little awful, but you know, has a tendency to be that. I still want to believe that it's eventually gonna be good. I also like how greedy the Clockwork is. This guy, he just wants to get a hookshot, man. He'll go anyway. Let's go. And I suppose that's kind of the right way to play the hero. Okay. So the PS EHOME is gonna start pushing now. Well, they have solidified a decent advantage. Right, they're ahead by quite a bit. So I don't see a reason for them to not go for something new, right? Seems reasonable. It seems like they could just, you know, walk into the enemy base and be okay. So maybe that's exactly what's gonna happen. Or Huskar finishes up this Okuras first and then they go. That might also be a possibility. VG.P now down on the Barofoom. On top of a Heaven's Arbor. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, that's the Hand of Midas for you. Okay, yeah, I mean, you did get it late. It kind of looks a little awkward. But you secure that you get money. Like, you will have items, no matter what. That's just what a Hand of Midas does, right? So, getting that, I don't mind it. Right, and especially since attack speed is actually pretty decent on Barofoom. He kind of needs it for the Greater Bash, right? So... why not? And I don't know what that party is about. Oh, Huskar. He's gonna continue farming. It really seems like he wants to finish up that Assault Cuirass before they go. So he has it now. Assault Cuirass is really good at pushing. Because, you know, it reduces tower armor just by a little bit, but it does, so it's all you need. Well, I guess you could also get like Desolator and reduce tower armor even more, which is the greatest thing in the world, by the way. Desolator and Assault Cuirass, it's just like everything melts before you. So much minus armor. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So I wonder what they're waiting for, because Gyrocopter is getting more and more powerful every single second of the game. He's got a Satanic now. Doesn't have buyback ready though. No, only one that does is the Disruptor. And Huskar goes in, he's looking for it. Earthshaker jumps in, Queen of Pain also with the BKB. And Huskar caught out. He's gonna fight it out with the Clockwork, or maybe not. Oh, nice Winter's Curse. An old chicken. He's gonna get a lot of AoE damage in right now. Huskar still holding his ground. Yeah, that's his strength, man. He's just standing there like a beast, not really caring much for anything. And oh wow, Lin. Down he goes. Old chicken takes it. Old chicken also takes the Clockwork. Dazzler is still alive, and the Gyrocopter is still here. Seems that's the end of it, though. Actually, pretty even, I would say. Oh, by the way, refresher down on the crop. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see the second Shivas come out. Didn't see two Sonic Screams or Sonic Waves, so I think it's a little awkward for item build. Honestly, not having an Aghanim's, I'm not sure how much I like that. Aghanim's is very good. You know, like the lower cooldown. It's just so nice. You get to have it online all the time. You get to use it whenever you please. Winter Winery. Man, the 25% here. Actually, I guess it's 24%. But on top of the 20 health region, you know, it's more like 25. And well, seems a little bit of a Roshan skirmish coming up again. Yeah, both sides are here. Both sides are ready. I'm still so confused by the Ghost Scepter. It hasn't done anything for him, right? It really seems to me like he just didn't know that that build doesn't work anymore. Boiled chicken. Old chicken, not boiled chicken. Though right now he's being a boiled chicken. Just standing around the Roshan pit. But yeah, it's like kind of, they're just feeling each other out, right? Like they are both scared, they're both afraid, they don't want to mess with this. You know, you make one misstep and you lose. No man, that's just not something I'm up for, right? Just make sure that when we fight, we're in a good position. And it seems like EHOME has decided now is a good position. So they'll be mounting a push into the bottom lane. And let's be honest, it is a pretty good position for EHOME. They're ahead by a lot now. So this whole farming thing has actually worked out for them. I mean, that was the plan. Maybe they were just like, you know what? We just know how to get last hits. Let's get some last hits. Well, Roshan is dying. I don't know if the die is gonna get the entire build. Okay. Oh, wow, wait, look at that trap. Holy shit. That's 3 heroes inside of the power core. But Huskar just standing his ground. Look at him, he has an Aegis, gonna resurrect right here. Gyrocopter kept alive by the Shallow Grave, but that's gonna be the end of him. Meantime, Barathum fighting it out with the Disruptor, gets him. And oh, it's Huskar versus TA in the pit. And, you know, seems like that one's not gonna work out for the TA. She's dropping rather quickly. Dazzler goes down. And Huskar, he's not done. He'll take another one. Lin, he goes down too. Gyrocopter, he's now back and, oh man. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Holy shit. I don't know if that Sonic Wave was necessary, but I don't think that's gonna be a big deal. And it seems like EHOME, they are ready. This is what they've been waiting for.
Dyer's bottom tower's getting the business.
Bottom tower taking the pressure.
Dyer just couldn't save
I don't
that
know if
bottom tower.
VG.P can actually do anything about this. The Gyrocopter is dead forever. No, that's one barracks dead.
To the Dyer's bottom.
It doesn't seem like they have anything. It seems like they're just gonna die. That's kind of sad. Oh, Lin. Yeah, Lin is dead. He also bought back though. No, actually BKB is gonna keep him alive for a little while. Good old BKB, man. Good old BKB. But yeah, Lin just barely manages to survive. If he dies right there, it seems like it's game over just because he, you know, he used buyback as well. He can't actually come back if he drops. And well, she takes down the Spirit Breaker though. So there's that.
The Dyer couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
She's got a Scotty, interesting. They take the range barracks mid. They're gonna take the melee barracks mid. Man, that's 2 lanes of barracks down. That's shit. Okay. Well, they are breaking down the top tower. Scotty on TA. That's not something you see every day. She slows them down. If she gets caught out, they are in the world of hurt, man. That's not good. Oh, okay, CTY. Teleported back. He's actually just gonna turn around. TA. She's taking a lot of damage here. They're actually gonna kill the Gyrocopter first. There he goes. Lin next in line, and he can't do it. It's too much. And the GG call. Well, what a weird game. What a weird one. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry. I almost fell asleep through that. I'm so sorry. I really need to go to bed. Man, it's not even 8 AM though. Oh well. Anyway, I wanted to get you guys a second video and I did. So I hope you at least somewhat enjoyed it. And hopefully tomorrow I'll actually have some sleep. So, goodbye.